It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, July 22nd, 2021.
Good morning.
7 a.m. What you know?
Well,
did you notice all the
hard day at it?
Yeah. Pressing those buttons, man, it's tough. Pressing those buttons, moving that mouse.
It is. It's nerve-wracking.
Tough job. Somebody's got to do it, right, David?
You don't switch that camera at just the right time. I'm telling you, Scooter would get on me.
Oh, yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't. He's cool.
We got the block of ice off the frozen cameras today, didn't we?
Right?
Yeah, fix those. Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad you knew how to do that.
Yeah.
I'd have had to wake him up.
It's been a while since I sat in that chair.
Right?
Yeah. How about all the smoke and haze around from all the Idaho, Montana fires? You notice all that? Haze?
No. I sat inside all day yesterday and worked on the computer instead of outside on the front porch.
We're just driving in this morning back over here, just the haze, and then Linda Zadora says, "Hey, by the way, when you see the river shot this morning, a lot of that is haze."
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I thought it was fog.
That's
when I first opened up. Yeah, they'll see it here in a second.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, good morning. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Hope your Thursday's off to a great start. One more day and it's Friday.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, and then the weekend.
Right.
Big plans for the weekend.
Let's see, going to Aldi's on Saturday to buy cheap meat.
Oh, wow.
Yes, cheap meat.
Up at West Plains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either that or Harrison. I don't know which one we'll go to.
Yeah. Decisions.
Yes. But probably the lake or the river on Sunday, like we normally do.
Good.
Yeah. What about you?
Got to go to Russellville Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be heading down there after breakfast, and so.
Be safe on your drive.
Yep, gonna be fun. Hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. Brewed Awakening Coffee with 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness, and of course Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. The best coffee in town is Brewed Awakening, but don't take my word for it. Stop by any of the 3 locations. Of course, at the hospital, you got to follow the COVID-19 guidelines. Other than that, the 2 are drive-through, and they're up and running and ready to serve you today. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos. And then you can get pumpkin spice, French vanilla. You can get anything you want in your coffee.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or just take it straight.
Or take it straight. Come over here and slice a hunk of coffee off.
Right.
And enjoy it here at the studio. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. And like Mike says, we are real coffee. So if you want real coffee at home, stop by and say, "Hey, can I get a bag of beans?" They'll grind it for you. If you got a grinder, they'll sell you beans, half pound, 1 pound, whatever you need. A little bit more expensive what you get at the grocery store, but well worth the extra money for Brewed Awakening Coffee. And the advantage is you don't have to park at the grocery store and walk in and stand in line.
That's right.
You pull up there on Bomber Boulevard, pull up there at 62 East Plaza, and there may be 1 or 2 cars there. You get in and get out.
Right.
And so.
But if you go there enough times, they're going to remember you.
He's like, "Oh, there he is."
Yep.
Yep.
And give you the nod. You just nod back. That means my usual.
My usual.
My
There you go.
usual.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Brewed Awakening Coffee also have cinnamon rolls, scones, turnovers, muffins, you name it, they've got it. They've got almond milk, coconut milk for the healthier drinks, iced coffee, I believe. They've got it all.
Everything to wire you till lunchtime.
Oh, I tell you, they sure do. Espresso shots. Check them out. Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations, and they have the freshest roasted coffee beans money can buy. Oh, Juan Valdez brings that little mule in.
It's a sight to see. You ought to be there when it happens.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
quick, though.
Yeah, a mule with Columbia license plates. Huh? Check them out. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the very best coffee in town. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Pre-planning or perhaps the passing of a loved one, family member, friend, whatever it may be. With all our respect, it's not just a graphic we put on the screen. That's how they do business on a daily basis. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. It's a tough job, but they do it so well. All across the state, all across Arkansas, Western Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Just can't say enough good things about them.
Yes, sir.
Just a tough job, and they do it so well. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in less than a month, schools all across Arkansas and Missouri will reopen, and the start of the 2021-2022 school year will begin. For starters, COVID is making its presence known again, and that already has health and education officials raising eyebrows over this once more. Lord, I pray, please put an end to COVID, heal the sick, protect the healthy. But next with our schools, Lord, I pray for a safe, fun, and successful year. Keep evil out. Let the students, teachers, and administration work, teach, and lead with no fear of violence or tragedy. Bless everyone that enters every campus. Protect them. Once again, may all schools have a super successful and safe school year. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Doot, 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 doot.
Wow.
Doot, doot.
Did they put something extra in your contract for that trumpet?
Yes.
They did.
Yes.
Do you notice that monitor's not on up there?
No. Can't. It's at my back. I can't notice.
There it is. Grab that RCA remote over there. That way our guests can actually see what's going on. There we go. That's quite the trumpet you got there.
Did it come on?
I don't know. You know, I didn't know that modern technology has to warm up. I got tube type sets that warm up faster than that one.
Anyway. On
Morning
to the
weather is
weather.
brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate
we go.
needs. 870-405-0793. There's no tubes on the thing. It's got to warm up.
That surprises me.
Yeah. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. Retire2Arkansas.net's the website. That's where we take a look at the haze.
At the haze.
The bottom part is fog. The upper part is haze. Seriously, I mean, we're getting from Missouri line south about 75, 80 miles. We're getting that haze.
How about that?
Yeah.
From Montana.
Yeah. And you could see it when you look to the northeast this morning. Yeah, you could see kind of a haze up there, and it's the smoke. And the camera, of course, here is mounted in Marion County. You're looking into Baxter County, Arkansas, and with the fog on the ground, a little bit of the haze in the sky. Let's look at the September shot, and you get an idea of what we're looking at here. And you see the White River separating Marion, Baxter County. You see the 62-412 bridge left side of the screen, the baseball park, Railroad Museum, clearing right there, and the city of Cotter, and a lot of great friends right there. Excuse me. Now, you can go to retire2Arkansas.net and look at this all throughout the day because it's a live webcam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ongoing. And there's a little camera icon at the right-hand side of the screen, the lower part, where you can take pictures all throughout the day. And you send it to family or friends or whatever. Save it as a screensaver backdrop.
Right
But
there.
a lot of ground fog and a lot of haze. And I think we have a chance of some showers later today and over the weekend that might get some of that haze knocked out of here, I hope. And so while you're at retire2Arkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z Team, the award-winning Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. They have won the most prestigious award in the Century 21 Corporation. This is on a national basis. Some people have never seen the award. Bob and Linda Zadora have got it 2 times.
Right.
Back to back. Back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the honor. So if you want a true professional, caring real estate team, give them a call at 870-405-0793. The Z Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for all your real estate needs. Right now, 69 in Mountain Home, 65 at Harrison, 72 already at Batesville, 68 at Yellville, 70 in Marshall, 65 at Salem, 70 at Mountain View, Arkansas, 65 at West Plains, Springfield at 69, Poplar Bluff at 66, 69 at St. Louis, and in contrast, Watford City, North Dakota, already at 64 degrees. Time for a swimming pool up there. And wow. On the radar, rats. Have to refresh it. Hang on. I thought I had it refreshed long enough to get by. So we'll reload
It's
it.
your turn.
Yeah. There we go. Turn that thing on, Dale. Not much going on in the way of precipitation all across the country, just scattered showers. We'll start around New Mexico to southwest Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and a little bit in Nevada. Other than that, the main shower activity right now is in South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and up in the UP of Michigan, and just not much farther south. You see a little bit off the coast of Maine. Other than that, just not much going on. Down around Houston to Corpus Christi, Texas, but that's out in the Gulf. That's not doing much good other than raining on the rattlesnakes down there. And we do have a little bit in Arkansas, a little bit to the west of Hot Springs. Don't know if this is actually hitting the ground. There's a little bit to the northwest of Batesville, Arkansas, and straight west of Batesville. And then other just very, very light showers in the Ozark Mountains here around Russellville, just south of Harrison. stuff like that. Overall, the highways are clear. 62, 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65 to Branson. Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas. Highway 67, 167 in good shape, as well as all the interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555. And 530 in Arkansas. You see Interstate 155 to Dyersburg, no problems there. Memphis East on 40 to Jackson, Tennessee, looking good there. In Missouri, Poplar Bluff 160 to Branson, Highway 60 to Springfield, and Highway 67 to St. Louis with no issues there. I-44 Springfield, Rolla, St. Louis, I-55 from Sykeston on into St. Louis. You got I-49 in the west side of the state, and you got I-70 Kansas City to St. Louis with no problems there. East St. Louis, Illinois East on I-64, and then you got I-57 south to Cairo. Paducah, Kentucky on I-24, no showers going on there at all. Pretty good time to travel. A little bit of a heat watch continues in the Kansas City area. Fog all across Indiana, parts of Tennessee and Kentucky, all of North Carolina. A little bit of fog in Texas and along the Gulf Coast line. 7-day forecast today, you have a 30% chance of showers later on today. In this evening, then tomorrow high of 90. Then Saturday a 20% chance of thunder showers, high of 92. Then Sunday a 30% chance, and then on Monday a 40% chance. And we get a little bit warmer next week. I think we'll actually see some real summertime temperatures.
Yeah, like 90s?
Yeah, midnight, sometimes as high as 95 been predicted in some areas. So, but it's the last week of July in Arkansas.
Right. So it's going to happen.
If it snowed, it'd be different. It would make the news, but this is summertime in Arkansas.
Yep.
Everything looking good in the state of Arkansas. Texarkana, Little Rock, North Little Rock, Memphis, West Memphis, Jonesboro, Fort Smith, to Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville. All the traffic moving pretty good. No accidents on any of the highways showing up right now. Take a look at Mountain Home real quick. Highway 5 North. And let that refresh. You can see a little bit of the haze. See the haze above the mountain right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's the smoke stuff coming through. You see people going into Highway 5, and just a reminder, they're paving Highway 5 from Mountain Home to the state line and south to Calico Rock. Give RDOT a break. I was down on Highway 5 south the other day. My goodness, people going through there lickety split way too fast. Slow it down for RDOT. Don't want anybody getting hurt while they work on the roads. Now, the haze is really prevalent right here. See the shot looking east? That's all haze, right there in that shot. Century 21 Lemac Real Estate is right in here. The new Slotsky's over here. Traffic moving good at Cardinal at 62 this morning. My favorite shot, of course, is Club Boulevard looking down the hill. And the very hazy, smoky shot there. You see Clay Maxey Chevrolet right down in here. Holly's Jewelry to the left. Very minimal traffic on the east side of town this morning. What's coming through is moving pretty easy this morning. A lot of haze from that smoke, though. You can see it in that picture right there. Wow. All right. Missouri Department of Transportation, a lot of maintenance issues going on, some construction issues. Plan your route accordingly. Going to Springfield, Rolla to St. Louis, or Poplar Bluff to St. Louis. Just plan accordingly. Check out MoDOT and iDrive Arkansas before you travel. Norfolk Lake at 568.30 at 16.3 feet above 552. The full pool, Bull Shoals Lake at 684.03, 25 feet above a full pool of 659. Current pollen index is a 4 today, with grasses, plankton, and nettle. 3.8 predicted for tomorrow. Boy, I'm feeling had some allergies. So yeah, really. Yeah. Oil increased again. Surprise, surprise. Sting at the pump. Wow. 70.74 per barrel there. Dow Jones Industrial Average jumps 286 points yesterday, closing at 34,798. Don't forget about the Dream Network. If you can help them financially, the Dream Network is a mission to provide support for children and families in desperate situations based in southwest Missouri. They help people all across southern Missouri and North Arkansas. Marla Lucas is the CEO of that and does a great job. The vision is to be a voice for children, connecting them with resources to help them realize their gifts and pursue their God-given dreams, and to just give them a chance. And so if you can help the Dream Network, go to dreamnetwork.org. Go to the donate button, and any amount will be helpful, 5, 10, 15, 20, and on up. So if you can help the Dream Network, please do so. What you got going on? Anything?
I'm going to start working on my website today for my graphic design business.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Going to build it, huh?
Yep. Well, not like back-end coding build it. The drag and drop and plug and play. The easy way. I just don't know which provider to go with. There's multiple out there.
Yeah.
Google has their own service. Wix.
Talk to Bob and Linda at the door. Have great success with theirs. Might talk
I'll
to
look
them.
I'll look at theirs. I'll see which one's provider. Yeah. Very good.
All right, it's 7:15. We will be right back after the break.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake can ride over and fix my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. And we're back. We're visiting with Rebecca and Mike from the Mount Hope Christian Academy. Boy, last year was a blast, wasn't it? How did it go last year?
We kept the school open. I think that was my first year, and I think the main focus was, hey, let's keep everybody safe, academic environment. We had to follow the CDC and the Arkansas Department of Health, and masks was a challenge. We had to do social distancing, a lot of hand washing. Nobody got the flu last year. We had a few students that got COVID and a few teachers, but once we were able to get a lot of vaccinations, but we never shut down one day.
Good, yeah. So is this year going to be another challenge, or you got a little bit more relaxed? What's going on?
Well,
It's yet to be seen.
I think, 12 and over can get vaccines, and we don't, you can't really make anybody get a vaccine, but, it's recommended but not required. And we're going to have to put a lot of emphasis on our younger group, where we're going to really have to try to do some social distancing and maybe split a couple of classes in at the early age, preschool, and just really emphasize the hand washing and killing germs and that sort of thing. And so, but I think we have a good group. It's a family-oriented atmosphere, and they follow directives real well. So they take
Nobody
it serious.
wants to get sick, and it's just, I've battled it from every angle.
Right.
From even each camera. I mean, we're just, anyway. But so this year, I mean, you're still going to have some guidelines, but it probably won't be as stringent what it was last year.
Well, I got a guideline from the Department of Health, the education, although we obviously don't follow into the public schools, but we still have to follow guidelines because we're not independent associated with any churches. So, but that's what it is now. It's masks are recommended but not required, but it's still just social distancing and washing the school down and killing germs,
Yeah.
and just making sure that we do a lot of things right when it comes to younger children.
So overall, then you had a pretty successful year last year.
I believe we had a great year last year.
Yeah.
Test scores were really good. It seemed like we had a lot of fun for COVID. Especially more towards the after we got through with the when we hired Becca Schmidt, her being from Wisconsin, I said, well, you never really have to deal with, we really never miss any days around here. So, and then we got 18 inches of snow or something. So
Missed a day or so.
So we had a couple of makeup days,
Yeah.
but anyway, when we got closer to spring break, I think we kind of, we got rid of the masks. I believe it was the 1st of April.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit different atmosphere. We could go back and get together a little bit more,
Yeah.
and we were Zooming a lot, and kids were separated, but we got more of the family oriented, and I still haven't seen the school and the fundraisers and the way it's supposed to be. We have
The chili cook-off
yes.
and the pie auction.
Right.
Oh my! Okay, if you've not seen it, once Chris Nassari walks in that gym, don't touch your nose. That's a $10,000 pie right there. No, Chris, it's itching.
But we have chapel. But we have chapels every Wednesday. But
Yeah.
we had to Zoom everybody that came in, and,
Yeah.
and we go back into the classrooms, and we only got together once or twice as a whole group.
Who would have thought that little virus would cause such a disruption? Unbelievable. So now, as we move forward, what's new for Christian Academy this year?
Well, we joined a lot of things. We joined a Heartland Conference out of Oklahoma. There's 80 some private Christian schools. That allows us to compete in what they call their state. And we have cross country, volleyball, basketball. We'll have track and field.
Really?
We could play tennis, golf. Could play football. Obviously
Have to grow a little bit.
We wouldn't do that. But there's a lot of sports that we can play. But we go up against teams out of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, and Arkansas.
Wow.
So we'll be able to do that. We can compete against local AAA teams around here. So that's a big plus for us.
Would that be something if you pulled a Baylor University, what they pulled in NCAA? Remember what Baylor did? I mean, they come out of nowhere and won the NCAA. Can you imagine a Christian Academy from Mountain Home coming in and winning the 3A?
Yeah, why not?
In basketball, wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah.
Well, we can't compete in a state.
Oh, you can't compete in state tournaments?
No, we compete in what they call the state, the Heartland, but it's made up of those. So we can play against AAA teams. We can play in some tournaments, but we can't play for a Arkansas state title.
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
Unless we join the AAA.
Yeah.
So, but we've got,
But wouldn't that be cool, though?
Right.
It really would.
The academy used to have a PE and a Bible and 5 online classes. Well, we've kind of switched that this year. Maybe 1 online class, but everything will be live this year. So I think that's a big plus for the students.
So you're going to be in the classroom?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just when I was at the Mountain Home High School, we had to go long distance. It just didn't work real well, in my opinion. And you take like Becca in her class, if she's got to get 12 first graders on Zoom, how does that really work? I mean, it just doesn't. So anyway, we've got all the kids, and we've got a pretty small ratio, teacher to students, and so we get a lot of one-on-one. So it really works academically.
That is really good. So I got it overall, and I've talked to several state legislators and several state senators. Did we overreact with the COVID? Did we cause too much panic, shutting stuff down? Because I was at Eastside Baptist in 2019, in 3 services, we had 1,600 people. 2020, we had 22. 7 people were in the booth. Everybody else was on the stage. This is Easter Sunday. 22 people. Did we overreact?
Well, if you go by hospitalizations and deaths, and I think it always boils down to maybe your immune system. I think if you eat right, and it might be genes is a lot of it. I don't know. You don't know who's got this underlying condition. And for me, I'm kind of a coward, so I ran out and got the vaccine as fast as I could, and I still try to watch it. With this variant around, I think in some cases it might have been, but why some people get it and why some people don't. I don't understand that.
That's the crazy part about it, because some people are just deathly ill.
Right.
And some friends up Southwest Missouri are just like, "Hoo-choo."
Yeah.
That's it. It's over. And so, I guess it's all in not knowing, but it just seemed like it threw a lot of panic. We were talking with Genevieve Strickland with the Morgan Nick Foundation on Mondays. We got Missing Monday. And some of the concerns with the schools is the schools have some outstanding firewalls on the computer. So the students at home, they're doing their, what do they call them, AMI days here.
Right.
But the problem is the predators realize on the computers that the kids at home don't have the firewall. So therefore they're vulnerable to being stalked on the computer. And so now your little first graders, they may be at home and they're on the computer. The school has the firewall, but the home don't. That was another issue. When we talk about missing and exploited children on Mondays. Right. And so that's another aspect to look at if we have to go back to a Zoom situation, making sure those computers at home are safe.
I think that we're going to do everything that we possibly can not to be Zooming at home, if at all possible. And I think a lot of this, I think you really have to educate parents and children on social media. Yeah. It's dangerous.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Some of the stuff we've heard in the last month or so.
Right.
Unreal, So anyway, how many students are you planning on this year?
Last year at this particular time, I was sitting and COVID was such a scare. We had like 99 enrolled. And right now, it's right at 165.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, so 2021 will be 160. Wow, that's quite a growth.
And we haven't, I anticipate, this is just a guess, you know, only the Lord knows for sure, but I'm guessing somewhere between this number and 180 by the time school starts.
Very good. Yeah.
Well, if you go, that's almost double. That's almost double. Wow. That's incredible. So academically, so you teach first grade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how's it different being here from, you're from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
How much, what, culture shock?
A little bit, yeah. From Wisconsin, I came from class sizes of 28, but I had a co-teacher with me, and now I have 12. So it's easier to get one-on-one time.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't in Wisconsin, but it's
How did you come to get to Mountain Home, Arkansas?
So my husband is trained to be a pastor, and Trinity Lutheran Church right behind 9th Street Girl needed one.
Yeah, really?
And so they called him down here.
Well, Dave Kapler was there for years.
Yes, he was.
Oh, Dave, if you're watching.
It was just by luck. So we were looking for a house on the way down here, and Joey Pegler helped us find a place to rent for a little bit.
There you go.
And then he asked what I did, and I said I'm a teacher, and then he connected me with my Cully. So a few weeks before school started, I joined the MHCA team.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you got to know, let's see, that Dave Kapler is a Detroit Tigers fan.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, rub it in ever so often. I'll be getting a text anytime. So you enjoyed it down here? So Trinity Lutheran, so your husband's going to be pastor at Trinity Lutheran?
Yeah, he's been there for about a year now.
That's great.
So, yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
It's funny how people can just come in and just fit in, and you're enjoying the Christian Academy pretty much from what you've seen so far?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow. What time is it? It's almost 7:30. Let's go ahead and grab a break.
All right.
All right, we'll be
you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
And we're back visiting with Mountain Home Christian Academy. Okay, You're new here, so I got to hit you with my famous question. The governor's got this, Lieutenant, everybody gets this question. You got a genie in the bottle, you get 3 wishes, but it can only be from Mount Hope Christian Academy. What do you want to see happen in Mount Hope Christian Academy?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I guess with the possibility of us growing, my first wish would be an easy building project. Another wish I would have would be, I don't know, I'm pretty happy here. So I guess just technology always working, especially with this past year. I would wish for good technology all the time, no matter what happens.
I agree. I wish for that during this show every day.
So, like when the camera froze up at 10 before 7?
Well, my sound one just froze up a second ago.
Oh, no.
It's fixed.
Okay, I'm glad.
Anyway.
And then my last one, I guess my wish would just be that our staff is always taken care of, and our kids too. So
yeah,
Mike,
those would
your
be my
thoughts
3
on that?
wishes.
What do you think?
Well, I like to see everybody in a safe, fun environment that's got good learning conditions and kind of a really loose atmosphere. You know, we can be serious, but at the same time, we can still have fun and grow in Christ and academically. I like to see, I wasn't that stressed on COVID last year, but I'm starting to get stressed on numbers on where to put kids. So I would like to see a good building project come in where I could put the kids in a good spot. I'd like to see us keep academically our seniors average 30 on the ACT.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's incredible.
And the school as a whole was like 26.8. It was really close to 27. And I'm not complaining about that, but I would like to see, as we grow into the high school, I would like to see that number continue in that, if not improve. But I would like to see more teachers not wearing Green Bay Packer jerseys on
Green and gold forever.
Which one would you prefer? It don't say Dallas Cowboys. So something I caught, learning conditions. How important is that to students? Learning conditions. We don't know. Now, in a Christian academy, you probably have a little bit different family situation, but in the public schools, that's the Taj Mahal compared to what they live in some aspects. You know what I'm saying? You know, they come out of a bad environment at home and walk into Nelson Wilkes, or what's the one on West Road, Hackler, or, you know, one of these nice buildings. And the learning conditions, I think, are wonderful, like what you have at Mount Hope Christian Academy. How important is learning conditions? That's the mental stability for the child to learn.
Yeah, I think you've got to give, you know, when I was at the public school, we had a lot of these young people, and I think you just have to show them a lot of love. I think you have to care for the child. If they don't like and respect you, they're not going to learn anything anyway. So you got to win them over and genuinely try to know them. I mean, it's like fishing. You can't catch them all, but you can catch a lot of them. And you have to let everybody know that, you know, there's a reason why God put you here, and He has a plan for you in your life, and you need to go figure out what it is. But at the same time, you try to give them all this success, but just love them as you go along. And, you know, we're a bunch of humans at the Mountain Home Christian Academy. You know, we make mistakes. It's not that everybody's perfect or by any means, but at the same time, you know, we try to learn from any mistakes that we make, and we just try to give these kids the best opportunity they can to be successful in life. And we look for excellence, but I see it as a equilateral triangle where you got Jesus at the top, and you've got academics and spiritual growth, and you just try to go up that triangle at the same time. Yeah. And so I think that's important, that each child gain success in life and confidence and just be a
What about the
productive
child's
citizen.
self-esteem? Because I was talking with somebody, I can't think of who I was on the phone with yesterday. We were talking about some things that we covered earlier in the week. Peer pressure. okay, in public schools it's probably 100 times worse than what it would be at a Christian academy. But still you got peer pressure. Okay, you take young girls, 13, 14, 15. Now they're not looking like the girl on the front cover of the magazine at the checkout line, you know what I'm saying? So how do you reach those that have maybe a low self-esteem, like I'll never be pretty, I'll never be loved, you know? And they already think about it at age 13, 14, 15, you know, because I've talked to a lot of people.
Well, we get to bring like God's word into it. You're fearfully and wonderfully made, and just my classroom like motto is you're a team and a family, and no one is ever perfect. So don't feel bad about the way you look, or because we all look different. But no matter what happens, like Mr. Cully said, God put you here for a purpose, not just in this school, but on this earth. So, and He don't make junk. So.
But do they believe that?
It's hard. It's not just one time me or Mr. Cully or any other teacher telling them that you are perfectly imperfect in God's eyes. It's over and over again. You have to tell them. Even in the public school, if their teachers encourage them, I know they do, but it's not just instantaneous. But I am excited that we get to use God's word, because that is a little bit stronger than just me saying, you're
that's
fine.
True. That's true.
So,
you've got something to fall back on, really.
Yeah.
You got a firm foundation.
Yeah.
So as an administrator, what do you see for self-esteem issues both in boys and girls, you know?
They come in a lot of times with, they try to compare themselves with somebody. And you can't really compare yourself with somebody, if that makes any sense. I love to play golf, but if I compared myself with Phil Mickelson, I would feel pretty bad about my golf game. And I just can't compare myself with somebody else. What I can do is take what talents and abilities God's given me and just use it to the best that I possibly can. And I think once you know, it's like Becca said, that once you take God's word and kind of instill that you know God has a relationship with each individual, and you use that, and you know, you can kind of go back into Jeremiah, you know, before you was formed in the womb, God knew you. I mean, he just knew, you know, from, you know,
Sure.
And he knows what your life is, and you know, how do you know God loves you? Well, He sent His Son Jesus to die for you. I mean, that's how much He loved you. So, you know, once you get through that and you don't compare yourself with people, I mean, that's kind of what worked for me. I just try not to compare myself with somebody. But, you know, all of us gonna fall short.
Well, true, yeah. Yeah, because we're dealing with, believe it or not, in Arkansas, we do have issues with human sex trafficking in children. And there's been some issues with that and some other things that we brought into everybody's attention. And, you know, of course, there's violence against kids as well. And so, you know, I was just wondering, you know, do you see stuff like, I would think at the Christian Academy, it's a totally different atmosphere than a public school.
It is. It's not that you don't have...
not as volatile, perhaps?
Well, you know, I think there's been attempts, and, you know, I don't know all the social media. Like, I know we have Facebook. I think there's Instagram and Snapchat, and I think there's a lot of predators on that.
Yeah.
And I think young people need to realize that, you know, if they get blackmailed on that, you know, like I've talked to the Mountain Home Police Department, and they say the IP addresses are always overseas, but the kids don't understand that somebody's always after them, trying to get them to do something. And I think it's a lot of education on that, and they have to, you know, like the parents have to understand the dangers. In this day and age, there's just a lot of kids that live with grandparents, and grandparents have no clue what's on a cell phone. And, you know, I see a lot of things that's really confusing kids, is like their sexual identity.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think if you even go back into Genesis, it talks about Adam, you know, Eve was his wife, not his girlfriend. So, you know, I think, you know, you just got to go back to the very basics and get with God's word and reestablish what the principles are. And and educate people on what's going on in today's world.
And so we'll look at the public school here for just a minute. Dave and I were having breakfast with some folks all over the state of Arkansas, and it's only in football. They said, like, Newport plays Batesville, Batesville plays Newport. They have to have police escorts. Remember that?
Yeah, when they used to play each other. Because of the rivalries.
Mm-hmm. Police over a football game? And I know my son played football for Mountain Home, and they went to one of the Little Rock schools, and the police open the gate. The bus goes in with front and back police escorts. The police close the gate, and they escort them into the field. Really? I mean, it's got so violent at football games in high school that you have to have the police out there for escorts and safety?
Well, luckily, we
don't have to.
Yeah. Every once in a while, we'll have somebody yelling from the stands, and we'll have to ask them to kind of tone it down. The officials actually try to do a good job.
Yeah.
They really don't care who wins or loses. I mean, they have a dog in the fight, and I get it. But hey, kind of let them do their job, please, and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, I used to do the football games at Brad Hallworth, and we've had that, and it looked like a dangerous situation.
So you've actually had to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've seen that. I don't get it either. It seems like it's a.
And they said they don't have to worry about it in basketball and baseball and other sports. It's just
football.
Just the football.
Full contact, baby.
I know on ESPN, it seems like when the Philadelphia Phillies and New York Mets play, there's always a fight in the stands. They gotta stop the games. I mean, if it gets to that point, I mean, is it really?
It takes the fun away.
Yeah.
It really does. To me, it just takes the fun away. And when you're thinking, oh, we got to go. Well, I think our TV crew went to Pine Bluff. It's like, really?
Right.
Where can we park? Well, there's no place safe in Pine Bluff. Have you been down to Pine Bluff for football?
I have not.
I've not
Never
either.
have.
I can't imagine what it would be like. But where are we at as a society where when you're going for a simple high school football game that you have to have police protection? We went to Sylvan Hills, picked up my uncle in Conway, went to Sylvan Hills, catch a football game. 2 concession stands, visitors home. They keep you separated, to avoid the fights.
And that's why they said they stopped the Batesville Newport, is that it just got out of control, and they finally said we're not going to play each other anymore because it was stupid.
And they're 30 miles apart.
Yeah, and they're 30 miles apart. It's just, I don't know why. I think people drive that more than anything. There's probably not really a hatred there. It's just that rivalry, like us and Harrison. There's a rivalry there, and we're close to each other.
50 miles.
But not like that.
Yeah.
It's always just kind of the playful rivalry, right, if I can say it. And some, it's probably a small group that make it worse, like what we're seeing in the country today. A small group that make it worse. And they just, they push it, and then you get to the point they can't play with each other anymore.
Well, fans, like I have 2 nieces in the OU marching band, and their friends are in the Texas marching band. And at the Cotton Bowl, they all get together and think how dumb it is that all these fans fight each other the night before the game.
And they're friends. Yeah.
It beats all, I'll tell you what. All right, final break coming up. It looks like it's almost 7:49. We'll be right back.
All right.
I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
We are back visiting Mountain Home Christian Academy, and you were in inner city Milwaukee?
Yeah.
What's it like?
I love it. But that's where I grew up, so it wasn't unfamiliar to me at all.
Yeah. So was it pretty rough up there?
Not in my schools, luckily. I've been blessed to always be in a Christian school. Mm-hmm. But we did have some behavior issues that you associate with when someone says inner city education. But it was nice, though, because we worked really hard to build relationships with parents so that we could work together at home and in the classroom to let their child know, like, the negative reaction is too much. Like, we're here to help you. We're a team and a family.
So what is it about inner cities? Because I grew up outside of St. Louis, but I can remember in the day when you could actually go through East St. Louis, Illinois, and come out alive. But now you avoid it at all points. You go around it in any direction you can. Chicago, Philly, Memphis. Chicago, what else? I mean, look at your cities. What has happened? Why is the inner city, why are people, people are leaving Chicago in groves. Did you see the picture on Facebook the other day? It says Chicago-style pizza, and it's full of bullet holes.
Right.
Of course, it's supposed to be funny, but it's sad.
I don't really know much about why it is inner city now, what makes it inner city, but yeah.
Lack of leadership.
Yeah.
People doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't they stop a Nationals game the other night because they had a shooting outside the stadium?
Oh, I didn't know. Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
At Washington? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, people are emboldened right now with the state of the country being as the way it is with defund the police. It just, people think they can do whatever they want and get away with it. And some are.
It's getting too dangerous, so.
Wow. But I think some of them inner city public schools, a lot of your educators just don't care because nothing changes. And they just come in for the paycheck. And they don't do what you do and build a community
they don't care
inside
like
the school.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you know the name of every student, don't you?
Yep.
And so does every other student. That's what makes it different. The seniors know who the first graders are.
Right. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They'll sit together a lot and they get to know each other.
So that's a mentorship type of thing.
Kind of. It's fun to encourage them. Be like, well, one day you're going to be a senior just like that. So let's get it together.
That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And don't you know those little kids look up to those seniors?
Oh, yes.
They get so shy. They're so excited. If you tell them that they're coming down, like, you're going to see the big kids today. And they'll be in the classroom just excited. And then the big kid comes in and they're like, I don't know what to say. They're just in awe that they're actually here.
And we have a lot of honesty because I've got this really bad habit of taking candy and goldfish around. And the teachers told me, please do not bring it around before, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's nice to give it to them like at 3:15 so the sugar hits their system right as car line starts. Sorry, moms and dads.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Make some points there, don't we?
Yeah.
So behavioral issues, I have a feeling that you have some really well-behaved students.
Well, when I was at Rogers Heritage, we had 212 fights and over 450 arrests. And this year, I had 0 arrests, 0 fights, if that puts it into perspective. Right. No drug busts, no nothing. I did have a couple of younger kids right at the end of the day on recess, a girl and a boy. They got a little pushing match. That's about as much as I had to handle.
That's nice.
And I was scared for the boy, not the girl.
But I can remember in public schools in southern Illinois with St. Clair County, I think the most trouble you could get into those days, did you hear about David? He had gum, not gun, gum. Gum.
That's funny you say that. I was a gum boy.
Were you?
Back in Idaho.
Really?
For 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. If anybody wanted a piece of gum, I had it.
You, oh, dude.
That's funny you said that.
I didn't
Seriously.
know.
There was a store right next to the school, and so
And
I'd
you'd
go there in the morning, I'd supply the
But I
gum.
mean, that was, I mean, he got caught with gum.
Yeah. Now they're getting caught with vapes and you know what else. I mean, it's just...
Everything. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, anyway, how can people get in touch with y'all? Oh, Mount Home Christian Academy. It's right off the bypass, right across from Mount Home Baptist Church. And you got the new condos going up back behind and all that. So a nice neighborhood back there. So is there room for more right now?
We have room for more. We have an open house Friday, August the 13th from 1 to 7. And if anybody in the general public and the community would like to come in and take a tour and meet teachers, that would be great. We'll show them around. We'll have a lot of students that's going to be helping our visitors, so we'll be glad to show anybody at any time. Just give us a call and come on in.
So now room for expansion. If you had to expand, which direction would you go?
Probably towards the west.
I thought so.
Because we have close to 10 acres and we're pretty much on the east side of it right now, so we'll have to go back towards the west.
Back behind the gym?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'd make a pretty good sized campus if you had that on. So.
Right.
So how far in the future would that be for adding on?
Well, I know for next school year, I don't know how many more I can take without adding on. So
Right.
it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be very soon.
Well,
That's good.
Growing pains.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's real
Yeah.
good.
Let's see, the phone number, see if I remember, 424-6622?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got to ask you, any chance that we can get the students back to do the morning prayer?
Yes, just let me know, and that's the, you know, I have visitors come out, and I always encourage them to come about 8 o'clock because we'll have first, second, third, fourth. I mean, all the way through 12. But if you get like these second and third graders, they come in, they do the Pledge of Allegiance, the Pledge of the Bible, and Pledge of the Christian flag, and then they'll pray.
Mm-hmm.
And they always, you know, they always have somebody or two, you know, we kind of almost have to flip a coin on who gets to pray, but they want to pray over the loudspeaker.
That's excellent.
We normally do it like from middle of October to Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and then we do it December 1st through Christmas break, and coordinate it with Sandy. And I tell you what, those kids, I mean, my goodness. And people just love it. You know, a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll bring them out.
Well,
I'll
I'll get with you.
Okay.
We'll make that connection. Now that's going to be fun. We'll bring it back out. Start that in October. Have the student prayer. That was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
Yeah. What do we got? A minute? One more minute?
Yeah. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
I don't know.
How about visit Trinity Lutheran Church?
Yeah, you can come on out. We're always there on Sundays at 9:30. I'm usually pulling in a little late, but I'm always late. Always.
Mike, your final thought.
Oh, be sure you come to some basketball and volleyball games. We've got some brand new lights in the gym. We can actually no dead spots anymore, and I think we're growing and alive and getting in this new conference. But also, I think the students I think, if you come out and meet our students and teachers, and we've got a great staff. Becca Schmidt was a great hire. Luckily, God sent her this way. It wasn't me recruiting her. It's just He sent her our way.
There you go.
So,
all right. Mountain Home Christian Academy, just off the bypass across from Mountain Home Baptist Church, 424-6622. Open house on 8/13/21. We got to go. I ran out of time.
All righty.
See you tomorrow.